Right at the top of this video here, this is all about something called the American system. It is something that has different deepfakes of The Rock, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. So if you're looking up the American system, money-making system reviews, the American system app, the American system whatever, americansystemus.online, whatever it may be, I hope that my video does something to help you because I saw this going around online and it looked to me not good. It may even be called US system, depending upon what you see. So let's go ahead and take a look at this video. You can see here on my screen, it's got Joe Rogan and other stuff. Anyone famous you see here who's talking, it's going to be a deep fake, meaning manipulated audio and manipulated lip movement as well, AI generated audio. Let's hit play on this. This is something again called the American system. And they claim you're already going to be given a bunch of money if you just sign up. It's a massive scam. So American system reviews and complaints, American system money making app, American system money making system, whatever. Stay far away from it.
If you are an American and you have an SSN, you have the right to a withdrawal that can range from $2,000 to $10,000 monthly retained in your SSN. But the media has been trying to hide this in many times. That is why it is important that you stop what you are doing right now and pay close attention to this short video until the end. Well, I am here today on Joe Rogan's podcast because we discovered something that American banks are trying to hide from us, something that will transform the way you deal with your money. And that can make you have a monthly income of $5,000, $10,000, and even $15,000 monthly just by recovering hidden fees retained in your own SSN. Before I tell you everything, I want you to hear how this discovery impacted our vision about the American financial system.
Hi, I am Joe Rogan, and believe me, I was also caught by surprise when I found out what was happening behind the scenes of the U.S. financial system. This is not about politics. It is not about economic crisis. This is about you and how much you have been deceived without even knowing it. We are here today after discovering this scandal that has been happening in the American financial system for the last 6 years.
So from what I can tell so far, they are targeting people who maybe lean right in the American political spectrum, on the American political spectrum, rather. And that is interesting. I see that a lot. For whatever reason, people do that a lot. And I also see in the URL, the website address for this scam, that it mentions Brazil. And that's not that big of a surprise to me, really.
Internal studies from banks like JP Morgan and Bank of America have already revealed that there are hidden fees in platforms like PayPal, Zelle, ACH, Venmo, and even credit cards. And these fees should, by law, be returned to the final consumer, but they are not, simply because nobody taught how to claim this recovery. This amount does not come from a lottery, nor from a miracle. It is your money. It should be in your account. But the banks found a legal way to hide this system. And while you struggle financially, they keep profiting in silence with your ignorance. These values are tied to your SSN, and they can only be withdrawn to a bank account in your name. If you do not act, they disappear. And the worst part, they may be expiring this very week. And if you do not know how to withdraw, you may not have the same luck that thousands of ordinary Americans are having, making withdrawals of $500, $600, and even $1,000 every day. Like the case of Martin Miller from Colorado, who withdrew more than $6,400 in 1 week.
I am Martin Miller, 52 years old.
That says 6,004.
I was drowning in debt. $7,845 on the credit card and $14,370 from the truck financing. When I heard about this, I was skeptical, but on the very first morning, I already received $780 for recovery. In just 7 days, I withdrew exactly $4,478.42 straight into my account. I already paid off 60% of my debts.
Or the case of May, a single mother from Dallas who discovered this loophole in the banking system 2 days before her recovery period expired.
I am May, single mother of 2 boys in Dallas. I was $3,670
So obviously fake.
behind on rent and about to be evicted. I saw the video from President Obama and discovered I had only 2 days before my recovery period expired. In 48 hours, I received $940. The following week, another $1,280. Now, I received between $1,500 and $3,400 every week. It literally barely saved my family from eviction.
All right, so basically, we don't need to talk a whole lot more about this. This is something that is super scammy. And if you saw Oprah with this, I think I saw a Facebook or an Instagram ad with that, maybe. This is something that is just an outright scam. And at the very end of the process, you'll watch the entire video, and it'll finally go to something talking about the US system. And you'll go to a checkout page on Digistore 24. And again, this is about American System money-making app reviews, American System reviews and complaints. If you're looking up information about this, I hope that I was able to help you. This is not something that's going to be legitimate. With these sorts of scams, people often report to me that they're charged more money than they thought they were going to be charged, which is not good, obviously, and that they were, basically defrauded or whatever. I haven't seen that yet with this, but a promise that they're going to give you a bunch of money up front. You already are owed a bunch of money. It's going to be easy. It's going to be amazing. And that The Rock has something to do with it, and Joe Rogan and all this. It's all lies. It's all deepfakes, AI generated audio. It's all bad. So I hope that you can see that's the case. Like, comment, subscribe. There's a join button down below that's really big, but if you just want to hit like, that's really big as well. Thank you for watching.